Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you go to mygreengear.com. Neck Buddy merch available. Oh shit, that merch is so funny. The Neck Buddy got a little Santa hat on. Also, I just sent over the final version, the final cut of the Jericho Green cards that I'm going to have available. And I got some more shit in the works. Heater after heater after heater coming down the pipe. mygreengear.com, 10% off. So something I wanted to talk about, because you know how here at Jericho Green Enterprises, you know how we feel about firsts. First this, first woman, first black, first color, first all this shit. Because usually the first that they talk about are stupid. This is no different. Kamala Harris, Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical. She swore in LA's first female mayor and LA's first female of color mayor. What a title. Put that on a business card. So what does the nameplate say on her door? LA's first woman. I mean, that must be a big door. A lot of glass. So she swore her in. Black girl magic. So you have the first, you think this is by accident? You have the first black female vice president swearing in the first black female mayor of Los Angeles. Kawinky dink? I think not. But you know, black girl magic. Yes, queen. Yes. 4 A's, 15 S's. Yes, queen. So she swore her in. But wait, hold on a second, guys. Wait a minute. You know, I try to keep it real. I try to keep it true. Because that's how you stay out of trouble. Stick to the facts. So Kamala Harris swears in new LA Mayor Karen Bass. That is her name. And she says that she will tackle it. She will, Terry, the office linebacker, tackle homelessness starting tomorrow. How is she going to tackle this homeless issue in California? And I only say homeless because that's what she said. She said she's going to tackle homelessness starting tomorrow. I call them outdoor dope fiends, outdoor junkies. That's what I call them. Because to call them homelessness, to call them docilely challenged, to call them homeless implies that if you give them a home, then that will solve all their problems, i.e. all of our problems as a society. You'll get them off the street. They just need a house. They're standing there. They're out on the street with all their belongings nice and neatly packed and stacked up, just waiting for a home. If you just give me a house, I can get all my belongings off the street. I'll move in and I will be a productive member of society. I will not cause you any problem, society, if you just give me a home. That's all. If you just give them a home. All their mental issues and all their addiction issues and their filth and lack of hygiene and the lesions and the sores and the cellulitis, all that stuff will go away if you just give them a home because they're homeless. This is all their problems are under the homeless umbrella. Just give them a home. So newly elected Mayor Bass of Los Angeles says that's what we're going to do. We're going to start building homes. We're going to tackle this homeless issue. We're going to start building 15,000 homes. Mayor? Excuse me. Yeah, Mayor, that's not going to solve shit. It's not about houses. What's my point? She's another dumbass, just like the last one that was in there. What was it? Garcetti? Was that his name? The last mayor of Los Angeles, she's just like him. She's up there saying, Kamala, we have your back. We support you. You're doing a great job. She's doing a great what? What would have been hilarious is if Karen Bass said, Kamala, you made it to LA. You're about 2 hours from the border. Get your ass down there. How quiet, how quiet would that place have gotten if she said that? But she didn't. She praised Kamala. You're doing a great job. Los Angeles has your back, girl. We got your back, girl. Black girl magic. Remember? 2 black women together. There's a problem. Kamala has not always identified herself. We're all about identity and identifying. She has not always identified herself as a black woman. Now, if you look in the recent past, like when she ran for president in 2020 and up until today, well, yeah, she's a black girl and I got bussed in. I listen to Tupac. Right? You guys ever seen this movie called Return to Oz? It came out in 1985. It's got the girl who played Bobby Boucher's love interest in Waterboy, and she was in that movie The Craft. She has like the big smile. You know what I'm talking about. Well, she was in this movie as a little kid. She was like 5 or 6, probably 6 or 7 years old, maybe 8 in this movie Return to Oz. And it's like the Wizard of Oz on acid. If you took a big bowl and you put the Wizard of Oz that we all grew up knowing and watching, and then you poured, 700 or 800 hits of LSD in there and mixed it all together and baked it, that's what this Return to Oz is what you'll get. The witch is not really a witch at all. Well, there's 2. So let's start with her crew. She doesn't have the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, and the Scarecrow. She has something that's like made out of sticks and vines with a big pumpkin head. She still has her dog. She has a little robot, like a little. It's hard to explain. But her crew, you know who they are. You know who they're representing, but they don't look the same. I can't remember the other characters, but everything's weird. The Wicked Witch, she, instead of the flying monkeys, she has these guys who have really long arms and they have wheels on the bottom of their long arms. So they're like wheeling around and like flying around and shit. Very creepy. Then there's somebody else. He's a man, but he's made out of rock. And he gets the ruby slippers and puts them on his feet. And it is crazy. But it does stand the test of time. And it's a good movie. But the Wicked Witch in there, she has a room full of heads. And each head is like on one of those mannequin stands. And they're all talking. They're all alive. When she walks around the room, they're all looking at her. But when she wants to, she goes in there, takes her head off, puts it on the thing, grabs another head and puts it on. And she changes who she is. I told you. Wizard of Oz, LSD. But Kamala Harris, she reminds me of that witch. But Kamala doesn't have a room full of heads, not yet. She has 4 heads. And the first head, and I say it's the first one because this was her major foray into politics. Because according to the Tribune India, it says Biden names Indian American senator as running mate. The Business Insider said California's Kamala Harris becomes first Indian American U.S. senator. So this is how she started her big time political career, Washington, D.C. career. I don't know what she was when she was on the end of Willie Brown's penis and she was assistant DA to San Francisco. I don't know what she identified then, but when she became senator, that's when she really started identifying. But she identified as an Indian American when she was senator. So that first head, I call it what? That head is, and she has her case, there's 4 of them in there. The first head is what? What are you, what? Because that's an Indian. She was the first Indian American, what? So that's her first head, right? The second head is the ga head. You know that one. That one, ga. Like that one's hard to, she don't wear that one a lot because that head is ga. It's all over the place. But she wore it today because as soon as she got done swearing in Karen Bass, ga. I'm surprised she didn't blow out the fucking microphones. So that's her second head is the ga. That's the second one. Case. What? Ga. And then the third head is the NASA head. This is the Kamala where she, remember that bullshit interview scene that she shot with these kids, and these kids were supposed to be going to the NASA museum. She says, you guys are going to go to NASA and you're going to see the stars with your own eyes. That's right, kids. you're going to NASA. And then we're going to get to NASA on an electric school bus. The electric school buses. That's her NASA voice. That's Kamala and her NASA. You're going to... You know, when she talks like that, she was like she's talking to a room full of 4-year-olds. So we got what? Ga, and you're going to NASA. Those are her first 3 heads. Her 4th head is the my husband. My husband. So when she's going to the HBCUs, or when she's out there wearing her Chucks or her Timbs, or she's listening to Tupac and smoking weed, that's my husband. Because she was on some interview and she was talking about her husband, what's his name? Jeff, Pete, some shit. What's his last name? I can't remember. But the first gentleman, oh man. That would hurt my nuts to be referred to as the first gentleman. But anyway, Pete Emoff, that's his name. So that she was at some interview and she was talking about him and she says, my husband, me and my husband. So when she needs to connect to the black folk, because now she's a black vice president, but she started out as the first Indian. You see how confusing this shit is? So those are the 4 heads of Kamala. Now what? Ga, you're going to NASA, my husband. That's Kamala. That's who this woman supports. The new mayor of Los Angeles. Have you guys ever seen so much black girl magic on one stage? She's going to work for you, San Angelinos. And when she builds these homes that these homeless people need, because that's it. They're homeless. Get them a home. Everything's great. So these homes that they're going to put them in, do you think Karen Bass is having the Karen Bass bake sale? Huh? Do you think she's going to sell raffle tickets? Do you think she's going to sell tickets for everybody to come down and watch Mayor Karen Bass get dunked? No. She's taking that money out of your pocket, fool. She's taking that money from you. So you are going to pay for these homeless people to be housed. Now, I know you might have trouble affording your house because you live in fucking Los Angeles. Your house you might need some financial support with your home. Your house might be in need of repair. Or maybe you want to get a house. Maybe you want to start a family, or maybe you just want to get a house. You're tired of the apartments. Your family's getting big. You want to get out of your mama's house. Whatever. Maybe you want a house and you're a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. No, you don't get one. Good day, sir. Did you learn nothing from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Good day. Get out of here. It's for the homeless people. And when the homeless people get to those new homes that you are going to pay for, if they can even get the homeless people to go there because they like living on the streets because there's no structure, no responsibility, and all the drugs you can handle. But let's just say they get enough homeless people to fill these homes. Do you think they're going to be standing there at the threshold of this brand new home? Flies buzzing around them and all of their infected shit. Do you think they're going to cross the threshold into that new home that still smells like paint drying and go, I say, old boy, I'm about to turn over a new leaf. And they're just going to put the drugs away. The voices are going to stop. And they're going to be a productive member of society, and they're all going to come walking out of their door at the same time, like the Truman episode, and go out and produce. No. First of all, they won't even get enough people that even want to go to that shit. Because what do they say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it stop smoking crack. Is that how it goes? I think so. They won't even have enough people to fill up these fucking houses that they just made you pay for. Right off the bat, she's telling you how stupid she is. I'm going to attack the homeless. That's going to work. They're going to build new homes and the homeless are just going to evaporate from the streets. No more stuff like you saw down in Sherman Oaks where the guy on camera shit into a plastic bag and threw it on the windshield of a business owner. That would all stop if you just give him a house, because all of us who have places to live, we are constantly fighting the urge to shit into our hand and put it on somebody's car. The only thing that stops us from doing it is that we have a home, right? Every day we're fighting that crack pipe. We're fighting that glass dick from getting in our mouths and addicting us to crack and making us sell everything we own and or our mouths and other holes. And the only thing that's stopping us is that we have a home. That's it. Take away the home. We're all smoking crack, sucking dick, and talking to the voices in our head. Right? Get the hell up out of here. Going there with my beautiful wife and kids. Make sure you get on mygreengear.com. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize a Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.